All right, guys, so we're going to go through the a version of the arm drag Nogi. So Monday we went over the collar drag, right? So I had a grip on his, pretend his sleeve here and here. When I sat through, I could throw this arm overhead, right? No longer an option. Why? Because we don't have a collar or a sleeve to work with. So we are going to start from this regular arm drag position. If you were here the last couple Saturdays, we've been going to double leg, head outside single from the arm drag. Not today. I call this the Nogi collar drag. That's the total clickbait title. It's just an arm drag that we're going to treat like a collar drag. So again, once I've established this arm drag position here, just like I did with the collar drag, I'm going to step forward with my left leg as I, again, hesitate to say slide through, but I'm really placing my foot, sliding in between his legs. I'm pulling his arm and rotating violently, okay? My goal is to get all four of his limbs on the ground. It's not going to happen if I just kind of do it gently like this, like Chris was just kind of falling. No, it is a violent pull as you fall to the ground, okay? So again, 1, 2, I step forward with my left. In this case scenario, I'm going to throw my right leg in between his legs like a baseball slide as I turn to my right and pull him violently to the floor here. This is where I need to get him. I don't have the collar, so he's not going to end up in side control like you sometimes get with the gi. We're at best case scenario, we're going to end up here. After you get here, for now, I just want you to recover onto your right knee and lace his hip with your left hand. Okay, again. I grab his wrist. I get the arm drag here. Again, this is all going to happen at the same time. I step forward left. I slide my right leg in between his legs, but again, I'm falling and I'm rotating this violently, rotating my whole body violently here in order to get him to the floor. Here. Now, I come up, recover, and lace his legs. For now, I want you to be sitting on his hamstring here. Go. Any questions? All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3. For lack of a better word, baseball sliding through, but really it's that violent twist, right? I need to stay heavy on that tricep to get his whole body onto the floor. Let's look at a couple ways that we can take advantage of this situation. I'm going to say this number 1. If your opponent falls to the ground and you see an opening between their hands or their elbows and their lower body, I would say go for the hooks first, right? Get on top, go for the hooks, get the points. Just because I need to demonstrate it here, right? The arm drag here, yeah. Khaled's staying like this, I'm immediately throwing the far hook in. Near side hook should already be in because my right leg was baseball sliding too. Let's see what happens if that doesn't work. We're going to come up to a single leg just like we did on Monday. Okay. So again, here, boom, right? I get the arm drag. I'll do this slow. Boom. I got here, but I don't quite have the wherewithal to get to a top position here. That's fine. From here, as he gets up, I'm going to get up as well, except I'm going to hold on to that leg here. Okay. From here, you could run whatever single leg series you want. Head inside takedown, head outside takedown if you were here on Monday. That's up to you. I just want you to get to this point. Okay? Again, one more time. Do this slowly one time, and I'll do it quickly one time. From here, if you're the person being taken down, your job after you hit the floor is to get back up. Okay? So again, here, hit the arm drag, he gets back up, I get back up with him. Okay? Again, one more time. Hit the arm drag, he gets up, I get up with him. So I'm in control of the situation here, okay? If I can get up faster than him, you'll just dump him over. There's no, don't even sweat it, right? Come up with a single leg, control his head, dump him over. If you get up together, right, you got the head inside option, head outside option, which you guys should already know. Cool? All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3. What I'm not doing, okay? I'm not setting up here, and then I'm not like holding on to the guy and like trying to fall together on my back, right? No. It is a violent pull as I turn my body, right? A violent pull past my body, sitting through, and again, I don't want to land on my back, I want to land on my side. So if I go like this, exactly. I'm basically giving them like a really good half guard. And I'll go as slow as possible. I won't do it super sharp, but I'll turn my body and I'll fall on my hip and you'll see the difference. Here. Now I'm already in a good position to start coming up and attacking that leg. And I was slow too. Okay, any questions? All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Guys, we have Bob here in the white rash guard and Ernest here in the black rash guard. They are running the arm drag drill, Nogi. Looks like Ernest is going to start the drill. Let's see how it goes. Not too bad. could have been a little bit more aggressive with the right foot sliding through. But still manages to put Bob on his back and get the takedown. Again, not bad. Right foot's got to slide through a little bit more. I think I saw it leave the ground. Tries number 2. Okay, let's go back and look at that again because I'm seeing it twice in a row now. Keep an eye on Ernest's right foot here. Instead of sliding through this way, you'll see it like lift up to the sky, and that's no good because you're not going to get, it's not really serving a purpose. So again, see his right foot, yeah, it's way up in the air. Still manages to get to a single leg and finish that takedown. Again, not too bad, but I'd like to see a little bit more aggressive with that right foot and maybe have it maintain contact with the ground. Alright guys, we got Khaled here on the right, who has a wrestling background. I believe he wrestled either in high school or all throughout high school. Don't believe he wrestled in college. And we got John, aka Judo, on the left here. He has a little bit of a background in Judo. I'm not sure how much. Looks like Khaled's running the drill, so let's see what happens. Pretty good pull, a little bit far away from John, but not bad. Gets to a good single leg and gets the head for the dump. Not bad. As he's pulling, I'd like to see his chest a little bit closer to John, just to control the chaos a little bit more, but okay, let's go back and look at that, because I saw a huge amount of space there. So Khaled gets a good pull, and look at all this space right here. I'm going to build a house in that space. Again, very aggressive with the leg, very aggressive with the arm here, but again, too much space, in my opinion. Too much space here, and it's going to be hard to control your opponent. Even if you get them all, all 4 of their limbs on the ground, it's going to be hard to control your opponent. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Let's see how it works out in this case. Well, manages to get the leg and puts John on his back for the takedown. Again, not too much wrong with that. I would like to see him, again, his chest should be right on top of John's shoulder by the time they hit the ground. That was a little bit better. Gets right to the leg and turns it into kind of like a double leg. John's pants start coming off, but other than that, got the takedown. Not bad. We got Chris over here in the red shirt and Khaled in the black shirt. Looks like Chris is the one running the drill. If you remember last week in the gi, Chris had a lot of trouble with that foot. It kept like lifting off the ground, and he would just kind of hang on to his opponent and kind of fall instead of getting like a violent rip this way and sliding that foot through. Let's see if he's corrected any of his mistakes in Nogi. Not quite. Still kind of fell a little bit. His left foot wasn't nearly aggressive enough. It's kind of running. Khaled let him have the single leg. He lets him have it a couple times, but I told him not to give him that leg. That's not the point of the drill. Again, I'd like to see a lot more of a pull, and that leg's got to slide through in the middle. Okay, that was really bad. that was not great. I'm sure you guys can see by now that he's just kind of hanging onto his opponent and falling instead of really ripping and using his left foot on the floor, sliding through to really get Khaled off balance and get his limbs on the ground. He's only been doing jiu-jitsu maybe 2 months, maybe 3 at this point. So again, overall not bad. He's got good instincts, but it's difficult for him to pick up. Again, same thing here. Didn't get nearly as much of a drag as he needed to. Kind of like bumped Khaled with his chest almost, and you see Khaled recover immediately. Look at that last one again. Yeah, and he's not in a position to control Khaled once Khaled does hit the ground. Alright guys, we got Judo in the front here. I'm going to try not to overlap my circles. And Chris back there with the red shirt. Looks like Judo's the one doing the drill. Let's see how it goes. Good pull and very good follow-up. Chest was very tight to Chris's back. I told Chris to start shaking. Chris starts shaking left and right. And I'm like, no, wait, no, shake. Shake up and down, try and get the hooks off you. Again, he's new. But I was very impressed with that. He was very close to his opponent. Let's look at that again. And it comes up immediately because he's so close to his opponent. I like that. Again, that's pretty much picture perfect. I got no complaints about that one. Chris is still trying to shake him off. Still trying to shake him off. And manages to get him off. Again, good pull, staying close to his opponent. Yeah, no complaints here. Gets it again. Lost a little bit of control there, but he was close enough so he could get his left arm around his opponent. Chris got a good sprawl here, but gets dumped over. That was actually my fault. I think I was saying something, and Chris kind of relaxed a little bit and got taken over, but I will take the L on that one. John gets the rip again. A little bit far away from his opponent on that one. And you'll see, let's run it back a little bit here. You'll see a little bit of space between him and John. And that's going to allow Chris to kind of make an angle and basically get this leg far away from John and get his hips far away from him. So it's hard for John to control him with his left arm. Again, the closer you are to your opponent, the more your foot slides through the middle. We could see kind of his legs on the outside right now. Basically, the closer you are to your opponent, the more you can control the situation as soon as your opponent hits the ground. Yeah, Chris kind of lands far. John still manages to get an arm around him and drag him to the floor, but a good scrambler, it's not going to be there. Not bad. All right, we got Khaled on the right side here with a black shirt. Chris over here with the red shirt on the left. Khaled is the one running the drill. Let's see how it goes. Good rip. A little bit far. Not too bad. Looks like he's going to switch to double. And gets a foot trip. Not bad. Again, I'd like to see a little bit closer, but at this point I'm just nitpicking. Yeah, I'd like to see the chest a little bit closer. Chris is... He's starting to get an angle. That was better. Oh, and Chris defends well. Manages to get a leg a little bit far away still. Let's go back and look at that. The more space between there is... Right here, look. All this space right here. The more space there is there, the more your opponent's going to be able to kind of, even inadvertently, kind of swing around. It's going to be harder for you to control his leg and his hip, which we see here. Kyle had to really reach to get that leg. Chris doing a good job defending, and I make him break. I think they get one more in this 1 minute round. That was better. Chris doing a good job sprawling. Oh. Legs are too close together. Good finish. Alright, last one for the day. We got Chris on the left here, red shirt. Judo, aka John, in the Puma shirt on the right. See them run the drill. Chris is still getting stuck. And again, look where we ended up. He had a weak pull and he landed flat on his back. So, no surprise, John gets the full mount. You're essentially pulling your opponent into, at the best case scenario, guard, but worst case scenario, mount. So please, get a hard rip, land on your side. That was a weak pull. Look how long it took for him to hit the ground. He's still got the same problem where he's just essentially hanging on to his opponent here instead of making a violent pull to the floor. Look, he's just kind of like suspended there. And John let him have the takedown there. That's all right. That's what drilling is for. That was better. That was a little bit better. I am starting to see some improvement. He didn't get stuck in the middle. At this point, I'm happy with that. I kind of got stuck in the middle again. If you noticed his right foot, it lifted off the ground again. So, again, oh, sorry, not his right foot, his left foot. His left foot should be smoothly, like, aggressively penetrating that gap here. You'll see it, like, lift up. And, again, it kills all his momentum. Yeah, it's just kind of falling at that point. And I make them break right here, so they save the mirrors. Looks like they got one more. And again, I don't know if it was the same problem or a different issue. Look at his left foot. It gets caught right on John's left foot here. Again, it should be going straight through. Maybe this was just a one-off mistake. Boop, and it kills his momentum. And let's go back. I'm seeing another mistake. Boom. Stop. He forgot to drag the arm in front of him. So now John has a built-in underhook. Can't do anything from there.